We welcome in our pal, Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance for our Cup of Joe. Joe, good morning. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Good morning. Today's a great day. It's the start of March Madness.
It's one of the best days of the year for sports fans.
I love it.
It just really is.
I was telling someone this morning, remember how you had, I say the old days, you had to hook up 4 TVs or have picture-in-picture. Now it's, it's every game's on, there's 4 channels. So it's great.
That's true.
I mean, you can stream it. You can have every game on.
Yeah, you used to have to wheel in a television into a conference room if you were going to do that. Or I can remember being at a gym, just like on a stair climber, and they would have TVs on in the gym, and it's a good way to pass the time on a stair, on a treadmill or something at the gym. But now you can watch them all on your phone.
It's great. It's great. Hey, for all our, friendly gamblers out there with the pools and stuff, I got in something that was weird this year, Gomez. It's every game winning score. It's points. So like I'm looking, I have 5 and 9, and it's every game, and it pays out every game till the end of the championship game. Isn't that weird? But you have a chance to win some money all the way up to the end.
See, that's pretty cool. There's so many different ways of, speaking of that, and I was just noodling around a week or so ago when the 03 championship team was in town.
Yep.
After the Wake Forest win the last game in the Dome, and I was looking back at that 2003 game at the Vegas line, because back then you could only go to a sports book and do legal sports gambling, technically.
Correct.
But the Las Vegas over-under on that game was 158 points. The score was 81-79, or 78 rather, 159. So
wow.
they just that's how they make their millions. They know.
Well, thank God Hakeem blocked that shot, right?
Yeah, for a lot of reasons.
I love it. I love it.
Anyway, Joe, but I saw you were busy here before we get to some questions for you. Yourself, you were at the TPC at Sawgrass last weekend down in Florida.
Yes, it was awesome. My wife and I and another couple, I was telling some people, but just a lot of work, Gomez. As much as we love golf, running up there, which is 6 hours from our place, but we got to see the girls in St. Pete, and 2.5 hours up there in traffic fighting, construction through Disney, and then I'm going to say 50 to 100,000 at the Players.
Wow.
And but we nudged our way on 17 and that whole area. We got 4 hours of watching quality golf, having a couple Mick Ultras, and it was good. We missed a hole-in-one, though, on that Saturday. The crowd went nuts. I'm like, what's going on? And we had just left 17, and, I think one of the guys hit a hole-in-one. But it's a lot of work, but it's gorgeous. It's the 5th major, they call it, and the dollar amount, I mean, Scotty won $4.6 million. I mean,
that's a nice
that's
hit.
Your kind of money, Gomez. That's your kind of money.
Yeah, something like that.
It was great, though. Did you get to watch it this weekend?
I did. I did watch quite a bit of it. It's a fun tournament. A lot on that 17th island hole at the Sawgrass Golf Club, and it's in general it's fun to see crowds around some of those events and some of those holes like that one being a little rowdier than 10 or 15 or 20 years ago. It's very kind of a party atmosphere.
It's definitely a party atmosphere. What about you? Congratulations on your Saturday. You looked pretty famous, in the community up there in Syracuse.
I was busy, St. Patrick. Yeah, I did a reading at the cathedral on Saturday morning, and then the parade, and we went to the thing the night before the Grand Marshal Gala, and honoring Ralph Rotella, the Sugar Repairman. Just
loved it. You, Randy Beach, and Ralphie. What a trio!
Good times.
What a trio.
Well, one of the sure signs of spring, and obviously tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, but on Monday, technically, it is spring. So we're moving into the transition season here. So, Joe, from your end, what should people start to do with the new season? And, we got a lot of snow on the ground, get some rain coming in, and that's just kind of par for this time of the year.
Well, you mean our typical March,
yes.
right, Gomez? Our
exactly.
typical March. But it's interesting. From an insurance standpoint, we call it the homeowner spring checklist. Is we get out there and, hey, we don't want people to climb ladders, but have someone check gutters, make sure things are cleaned out. The big thing is if you have that sump pump, right? So the sump pump hasn't really been running this winter. We've been having, a little bit when we got some warm weather, but test that sump pump because those things break down. And when we start melting and having some thaw and some rain, that's where we have the backup of water. Make sure the doors and windows, test those for leaks. We talk about the smoke detectors, making sure, the batteries are replaced. So it's a good time to, on your Saturday afternoon or Sunday to take a peek around the house to hopefully prevent some losses that may come up in the future. But, of course, anyone needs any help, talk to your agent, right? As an insurance agent, there's a lot of tips and tricks to make your homeowners policies better. And, the premiums aren't going lower, but if you can become better, it will help mitigate any increases during the year.
Good advice. As always, Joe, hey, good stuff.
Great stuff. What do you got going St. Patty's Day?
Nothing specifically. I know I have a couple friends in from out of town. So after work tomorrow at noon, we'll go to lunch somewhere, but I don't know where just yet. But aside from that, I don't do the late night Tip Hill thing like I used to. I know it's a lot of fun, and a lot of people will be going to it, but it's I don't head up there as often as I used to on St. Pat's Day.
We're getting old, going. We're getting old.
Might have like a Guinness at home.
Guinness at home. We're gonna have, we're like kids in school. The office, we're dressing up as green. We're gonna have green on. Have that family photo and probably be home. So everybody be safe out there. On a serious side, everyone safe travels. Use an Uber if things get bad. And from CH Insurance, we'd like to wish everybody a safe and happy St. Patty's Day.